I'm gonna need you to grab your stuff. Let me know if you can hear the screen, because I'm not sure if I can just like show it to you the whole time. But it is on right now. Seeking Brother Husband. Go on TLC if you're on the East Coast. TLC. If you're on the West Coast, they actually have it set up where you have to wait the next 3 hours to watch it. They don't have it simulcast airing right now for the West Coast. They're doing the little intros for each couple. Let me show you my favorite couple. They're on the screen right now. That's not them. Okay, you just missed them. But my favorite couple was the last one. It's just about sex. That's definitely not. So, Seeking Brother Husband, TLC is going to be on Discovery Plus. There's 2 black couples. I've seen a white couple. And there's a mixed couple in terms of like racial blends, if that matters to you or not. There are couples that are traditionally polyandrous. There's one that seems like they're going to be like an open relationship. And I would argue that that's not regular polyandry, but some people will tell you if it's one woman and multiple men, it's a polyandrous relationship regardless. All of the couples are pretty young. They're not like teenagers, but they're still young. Maybe next season we'll have a much older couple. They're starting off in LA with Eliza and Mike. I don't know if her name is Eliza or Elisa. I'm Elisa. I'm Mike. Elisa and Mike. We've been married for almost 4 years. It really is like a perfect beach day today. Yeah. Like not too hot yet. They're like cute, but Mike and I met at a music festival. I think I knew they're the couple that I have some concerns about. I knew right away. Like I could talk to him about anything. Like everything just felt. They're interesting, but I have concerns about them. I think she's the one like who I can see myself like wanting to marry, like be with long term. Mike, he's 35. This is a real thing. Oh, their wedding clip was so cute. They're really cute together. Our personalities are pretty opposite, but in like the best ways. I'm a social. Let me know in the comments if you can hear this fine. If you can hear the show. I'm definitely a little more rigid, a little more structured, less spontaneous. And Elisa's pretty much the exact opposite. Mike and Elisa, first couple they're showing. Where's their emotions on her sleeve? I can't wait till they get to my favorite couple. Oh. Mike is partner number 1. Partner number 2 is hopefully on the way. They edited it so he looks concerned. He looks concerned, but he also looks like he really cares about her and wants this to go well. Polyamory is when somebody has multiple intimate relationships. Is this for me right here? That one's yours. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. I am interested to see if polyandry is when a female has multiple husbands. I'm interested to see if the culture that the white couples and not indigenous black African couples, if the culture of their relationship planning is going to be totally different. Like, is it going to be super Western and like just primarily a poly couple, like a normal polyamorous couple, or if it'll be like a normal traditional polyandrous relationship. Hi, Princess. She says, I feel like the men. Oh, I lost it. Let me see a live chat. I feel like the men are not going to like the extra competition. Yes, I feel the same way. Mike looks like he really, really cares about Elisa and is willing to just stay the course because he wants to be a good husband. But I think he's going to get frustrated for sure. We both established that we wanted to continue our relationship. Yeah. And so, like, that was big step number 1. Like, we do want to continue this thing. Yeah. And then big step number 2 is just like, how do we want this relationship to look moving forward?
I had read some like psychology and dating books, and I was open to the idea. I'd ask myself a lot of questions. Do I want to stay with her, to pursue multiple partners, or do I want to break up with her? I decided to stay with her and
this is Mike.
grow from there.
That gulp. That gulp.
That's working for us.
Yeah.
See, they're sweet.
Mike was really afraid to tell our friends and our family, mainly because he didn't want them to see me in a bad light. He understands me in a way that, like, nobody else ever will. It would have been so easy for him to just say, you know, like, this is it, I'm done.
He's a good husband.
But he didn't, you know.
The way a husband's supposed to be.
There's still jealousy and, like, some fear and anxiety, of course.
Houston, Texas. Okay, we're looking at the next couple. My favorite couple. Okay, from everyone in the prequel stuff, Kenya and her two guys are my favorite couple. There are a bunch of cute articles about them. They did an exclusive with ET. I really like Kenya and her couple so far, just from the prequel stuff. Carlos, her first husband, the one with the long hair. And Tiger is the guy with no hair. Well, I guess he has a little hair.
I'm an investor. I sit around and look at numbers and charts and watch stock.
He's 40 and Carl was 52.
I'm legally married to Carl for the past 26 years.
Cuties.
We have 3 kids together. When we decided that we wanted to have this multiple relationship structure in our marriage, we went straight to our kids and talked to them about it. We told them exactly what it was not, and we always kept the door open for them to ask questions, share their thoughts, opinions, feelings, and we always supported them.
I'm here for it. I love it. Princess sent a prediction. She says Kenya and them will probably be the healthiest couple on the show. Yes, I agree. I feel like they will be too. The only thing is, she wants to bring in the third.
So I came back and reported that to Carl.
So we decided to talk about it.
I think, unless I'm not confusing her with the other guy. The other brown skin couple.
Things. We just had to figure things out. So we discussed it for a number of years. I finally came into the knowledge and understanding about feminine, expression, and realized you have to allow women to be free and express themselves. And as a man, I can support her in doing that.
Yes, Carl. Come through, Carl.
I met Tiger at a Halloween party. He was dressed as Tiger Woods, and he was looking hot and sexy.
Well, I came out and had a dance with you, so we had a nice.
I love how beautiful Kenya looks when she's listening to them talk.
Nice.
Yes.
She's so peaceful and supportive, and they're so peaceful and supportive towards her. It's just like, it's just lovely.
So those just go right up there, and then the green painting goes in
So
the
this
center.
clip that they're showing right now, you can see this on their ET exclusive
It feels like Carl fits one part of who
pre-show
I am,
interview.
philosophical and spiritual, and we have these deep conversations. And then the other part
I can pull
is
those
like
links if you guys want them.
thinking, excitement,
I can drop them in the
travel,
description
and that's
after
who
the
Tiger fits.
stream.
But I'm both of those people in one body. So I like to have those multiple partnerships.
Is it one nail for each painting?
Kenya was just talking about how the concept of her being multifaceted.
We're all basically trailblazers in this way, and we all support each other. That's why I'm so ready to support Tiger whenever they need support in their relationship or anything else. I think a lot of what people see on a day-to-day is
Multifaceted,
like,
why
would anybody do that? Why would that man invite
she
you
benefits from
to
having
his
two
house
partners because
and
they both
have you with his wife? Why? It's a
blend with her
benefit to have another
in a way
person.
that
It's a
is
benefit to
with
have
both of her
somebody that
aspects
you
of
can
life in different
relate
ways.
to, that you can trust, versus just having some random person come in
Or cheating,
just
lying, hiding,
yeah,
sleeping.
it really adds a lot of serenity to the home.
A lot of guys that I meet are,
Their perspective on polyandry is congruous with what polyandrous relationships are supposed to be like, in my opinion, and in a lot of the culture's opinion. I very openly support polyandry, and I hope that everybody in a polyandrous relationship thrives and has a great time, and finds their true loves, because a relationship with one person is tough enough. but I think Kenya's going to be a good example of it working out well.
Than our relationship. They're more about going out, grabbing a drink, going dancing, having some fun.
Okay. It's going to take a lot more to get over the jealousy of having a person that's coming in that may become a sexual partner with you. They come in and they wow with, gifts and jewels and all that. That's okay. I can match that. But
He
if
said,
somebody
"What's
comes in
good?"
and they absolutely steal your heart, I can't match that. I can't come back in and steal it back from them.
Never am I looking to replace you, baby.
Tiger is sweet.
I'm Kim.
Oh,
Dustin.
And we have been together for about
I think we're about to get a commercial,
is the first
and then we're going to see who's coming up next soon.
pursue multiple partners.
This is the mixed race couple that they're showing a flash forward to.
My partner fall for another man right before my eyes.
This couple coming up after the break. I don't have no positive guesses for them right now, based on what I saw for the pre-show content. They're going to have some problems.
Right.
It feels like I am in limbo with my relationship.
There's going to be some drama. Seeking brother, husband, yes. Today we are not seeking sister wives. We are not seeking arrangements. We are seeking brother, husband. I am excited. I was on a commercial break. Let me mute this because I don't like commercials. Let's check the chat. Okay. Chat says, oh, I missed it. I don't know how to find it again. I don't know how to bring the chat back up. All right, here we go. I turned it into top comments. I wonder what the limit for these people is. I don't think I can handle more than 2 people at a single time. So I've talked to a lot of polyandrous people, and some people prefer just 2 husbands. Some people prefer 3. Usually I haven't seen anything more than 4 people altogether, and most often it's only 2 people together with the wife. So 2 husbands and 1 wife. But I've also seen 3 husbands and 1 wife, not uncommonly, in the polyandrous community. More than that, I haven't personally come across a lot of people with more than that. I think I've seen maybe 1 person, and I've seen a couple people mention that they would like more than 3. But more often than not, if you see somebody that is in a poly relationship that says they're polyandrous, regardless of whether or not they are using that label just as a shorthand or because they actually are polyandrous. If you see somebody with like 4 male significant others, more often than not, those significant others are also having other women, and they're just regular polyamorous or open relationship type couples. But polyandry, not usually will you see a whole lot of people, a whole lot of husbands rather, with this one woman more than 2 or 3. I saw you said you went to Panda Express tonight, and right now it's probably a good chance to stop and get yourself a snack, get yourself something to drink. I got a Perrier and some water, and there's some weird farmhouse builder commercial on right now called Rock the Block. It looks interesting. It's an HGTV commercial. Since, TLC, Discovery, that detective channel that I don't know what it's called, they all work together to advertise with each other. Travel Channel, History Channel. Funny thing about water, now that I was just briefly mentioning getting yourself a snack or something to drink, if you're into current events, Philadelphia had a chemical spill water scare. If you want to ask a question to Darth Vader, we can get you some answers. And latex spilled into the water in a Bucks County like water processing plant or something, like a chemical spill into water in Bucks County, blah, blah, blah. And then Philadelphia was warned, except for most of West Philadelphia. Philadelphia was warned of the latex leaching into the water and ruining the water supply for drinking. and cooking. Supposedly you can bathe in it, but there is some concern that people with latex allergies won't be able to bathe in it without, total safety from reaction. There were some updates about the water being safer and nothing being found yet, but I would still say proceed with caution because the water wasn't great in the first place. But you don't have to be necessarily too scared. There were some people on Facebook and stuff saying, this is just a ploy to get us all to buy bottled water. But, it is what it is. I also have kitty cat oracle cards. If you want a tiny tarot reading, we can do those too. So if you ask a question, Darth Vader will answer. He is a magic 8-ball. Let's see. Will all of these couples on Seeking Brother Husband stay in a happy, healthy relationship? As you wish. Kind of blurry. Sorry you couldn't see it. Let's see. Oh, will my girl Kenya be the best couple on the show? Per what me and Princess think about the show anyway. Come on, show me an answer, Darth Vader. He says, I sense something. Okay. Oh, cool. Here's a Harry Potter commercial. I'll have to turn the camera around so you can see it. I haven't seen this one. What a short commercial. All right, the show's back on. Kim, Dustin, and Vincent.
I love this part.
I'm Kim. I am a teacher.
They're the couple I think is going to have a problem.
And we have been together for about
He just looks like he got a
years.
temper.
Wedded bliss for about 11.
I have 3 sons. 2 were from my first marriage. They're 15 and 16 now. Julian.
Vincent.
Kim and I have a 7-year-old together. His name is Cohen. We should raise ducks.
It's not a bad idea. Hey, let's get that chicken duck. It looks like a chicken. No.
It does
Kim
kind of
and I
like a
met
chicken.
When I returned to school after
No, he's
getting
Dustin.
divorced, and I decided to return to college. And one of the classes I
Kim
took,
and Dustin.
she ended up to be one of my instructors.
I actually turned him down the first time because I thought I would get in trouble. I was like, I can't date students. But he persisted, asked me out again.
So earlier we had
And I
Kenya,
went to my
Carl, and
supervisor to
Tiger.
ask how all that worked. Got to go ahead.
Now we have
that
Kim,
it's okay to date
Dustin,
him.
and then
yeah,
Vincent coming up.
It was like, wow, this is intense and powerful. And I mean, we knew within weeks that we would likely spend the rest of our lives together.
It was love at first sight.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get out the
All right, yeah, we need the peppers and the zook
peppers,
and
zucchini,
yes,
the red peppers too.
What are they cooking? Are they having taco night?
Previously to meeting Dustin, I had been married before. I was raised in a traditional Christian household. You don't live together or have sex until you get married. So when I was in college, I was dating a guy. He was a preacher's kid. He was a Christian as well. So we just grew up and we grew apart. Dustin and I were both kind of in that same stage of leaving that first marriage and like having to start all over again.
I wonder if she's on Instagram. I want to see what her ex-husband looks like since he didn't want to be on the show.
Right. We had a bit of a falling out with my family right before we got married. It was kind of when things were revealed that I was kind of having a change.
She has
of faith
exotic
and was
eyes.
wanting, not lining up with the Christian values anymore. They kind of blamed Dustin and thought that he was the one to kind of turn me away from
That is
God and
so
pull me away from
sad.
the church and all that, which wasn't the truth.
Her
at all.
family is
I was
blaming
on
Dustin
that journey
for
before Dustin even came into my world.
her leaving the church or not,
When we
keeping
first
to
got
the
together, if you would have
traditional
told me
values
we
that her
would be
family
in the position
upheld.
we are now with seeking multiple partners,
That's so
I would have told
sad.
you were crazy. Never would have really seen this coming.
I'm not surprised we ended up like this because we were so dedicated to each other's spiritual growth, and our sexuality and sensuality are directly tied to our spirituality.
Dustin looks like a slut. I'm just gonna say it. He looks like a
Vincent was
hoe.
like our guinea pig, and like I felt like we were still learning so much in those early days about our relationship, what we want, what we don't want, how things are going to work, and he just had to kind of be there.
Is he gonna want to spend time with me? Outside of you, can we hang out? Can we
Right.
go see some music?
I absolutely love that Dustin is wondering if he's going to be friends and close with her second husband.
A community. It's not like
I love
just-
that.
I
That's
have
what I
a
like to
partner
see.
I don't know or ever spend time with, and that's what we both
That's how it should be. Okay, they're showing
Vincent is the
Vincent.
first man that I've been with and that I've dated since Dustin and I have decided to pursue multiple partners.
That's Vincent.
We met each other just through mutual friends.
I hope he and
started
Dustin really
communicating on
love each
social
other
media.
like
That was an
brothers, like
immediate
best
connection
friends.
just between the physical attraction and then the intellectual attraction.
Kim came into my life during a time that was very difficult for me.
He's younger.
I had already gone through the shame and embarrassment of 2 failed marriages. I was really hard on myself with how those marriages ended, how it affected my kids, Brianna, and my youngest is Lonnie. And you meet somebody who sees the best in many situations, and then whenever she looked at me, she could see the pain, she could see the shame, she could see all these other things, and she just accepted me.
They sound Christian.
Intense for all of us.
I like
Vincent
it.
and I had very strong feelings for each other, and it all just happened so
I like when
quickly.
people sound like their
I got
culture.
super overwhelmed.
Princess says, my big
first
fear for these
because
couples is that they end up like the sister wives people at each other's
really
throats
love
and
2
all
men
mad
at
at
the
each
same
other.
time.
Yes,
Like,
absolutely, I
you know,
agree.
completely goes against everything I've been taught.
I completely agree.
And it just being really overwhelming with it being that first real relationship.
Right, and I'm trying to figure out where do I
Based on
my
the preview stuff and the interviews and everything that they put out before the show, I am really concerned that Dustin and Vincent are going to be pissed off at each other with the problems coming from Dustin.
His girls and my son, and it was kind of mind-boggling. It was really surprising that
Dustin's facial expressions when he talks about this are so strange, where you can tell he kind of hates it, but he wants to do it at the same time. I wonder if he feels empowered by it, or if he I just got to notice that they detected copyright audio and video in my stream, and your stream may be temporarily blocked. That's lame. I hope not. But if I cut off, sorry guys, I'll come back. But yeah, Dustin's facial expressions, I don't know. He looks like he's really interested in her being happy in the like compersion kind of way. But I was trying to say that I'm concerned that it might be a means to an end for him to just get this to be an open relationship or not. And if that's something she's actually going to be fine with as well.
So yes, I want him around and I want him in my life, but I also want other stuff too. And I don't feel like he was okay.
Doggo, I missed it.
I would be there with,
I didn't even know this.
And I'm just not an everyone else kind of person, to be honest. I guess without thinking about
That's
it,
interesting.
I just started just pulling away.
Vincent is not super into the poly couple being like a triad style where everybody's close together the way a lot of polyandrous connections are. He wants it to be like a V style where it's just she's the center and they both have their separate lives with her. That's interesting.
The 3 of us have a very individualized relationship. We don't all come together like some form of
Okay, now we're back with Kenya.
We have a 2-bedroom place at this time. Carl has his own bedroom. I currently share a bedroom with Tiger. I think it's time to switch things up. I want to bring in some new, partnership. I need my own space to cultivate that kind of relationship. I would like to bring up this conversation about the separate bedrooms with Carl so that Carl can then speak to Tiger and help him understand that there's no love lost just because we have separate bedrooms. If you,
okay, they're living in
Carl,
separate bedrooms in the same house.
To him how things changed when he came in.
When you
Kenya,
moved in,
Carl, and
it was
Tiger.
an adjustment for us, to have a major primary partner move in and it be like, oh man, we're a unit.
And it was hard. I feel like it was hard for you, Carl, because that's a major undertaking. And to be able to adjust.
I love her chains.
Sharing my room.
Ugh, her chains are cute.
Yeah, once Tiger moved in, everything felt pretty normal for the most
She had
part.
on like 7
There were
chains.
times where I might feel a little bit, insecure
I'm chump style right now. I only got 3. Or I have 4.
And so, yeah, I'm not gonna
I have 4 total.
popped up because it did. But over
2
time,
silver,
you
2
just kinda
gold, I
learn
think.
to deal with it.
Or 3
it's
silver,
able
2
to work
gold.
pretty good.
Are you ready to go through that transition?
She got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8.
Walking out of her bedroom is not attached to being in that space with Kenya. We have spent the last 5 years cohabitate. We wake up in the morning with
Oh,
each other.
Tiger look
Go to
like
bed at
he
night with each
is
other.
not
That's a
having
really
it.
comfortable feeling, having that beside you, have that warm body to cuddle with. Why do you want another partner? Is that going
Princess,
to
yes, I do want to get more chains. If anybody here wants to buy me some chains, please do. Comment that you want to get me some chains, and I'll figure out how to get you in contact with me,
I would always wonder, are we
because they are one of my favorite pieces of jewelry. I love rings and I love chains. I wear a 7.5 size ring, a 7.5, or yeah, those are my main sizes. I just stick to those if you want to get me any jewelry.
sex, just the frequency of it, but I think that's just because of work and stuff.
Tiger and I are not really having as much sex as I would like.
I am wondering if the show put them up to talk about physical intercourse right now, or if they're actually that kind of couple where they talk about that kind of stuff just openly all the time. One topic that I didn't really want to see get stressed on this show is people's penchant to just be physically intimate or not, because that's not what polyandry is about. And a lot of random dudes will be like, if they find out somebody wants to be polyandrous, they'll be like, oh, you want to hook up with a bunch of dudes. And that's not how they're living their lives. They're out here nation building while you worried about your 9 to 5 barely scraping along, or your small business, whatever. Polyandrous people are usually thinking about community building, nation building, tribe building. It's just a different style of being. Kids or no kids, but most polyandrous couples do have kids that I've seen.
I am getting on this dating app. Why can't you just be satisfied with Mike? He's a good guy.
I've only seen a small few that don't incorporate having children into their dynamic.
Accepting where I fit into.
But I guess that's like every solid couple. Most people that get married intend to have kids. Everybody's not child free. We're about to get another commercial. All right, commercial. Mute that. Okay, so I will. Here, let's do this. Okay, I can't put that in my thingy. Got the cards. Let's do a quick card pull. See if I can shuffle with one hand, huh? Shuffle with one hand. No! All right, let's pick up the ones I dropped and read the top and bottom card. The two cards that dropped out are receive, accept the gift. What a kitty, getting some scratches. Release, let it go. Release, let it go. Receive, accept the gift. Let's see, bottom of the deck. Still, trust. Go from I can't to do it. Don't limit yourself, huh? And the top of the deck is frisky. Take time to play. So if you're concerned about something, maybe worried about the future, worried about your relationship, concerned about your health, it is a time not to worry about it at all. Let me flip the camera so you can see. Or I can't flip the camera because this dumb pop-up about possibly blocking my stream is in the way. Okay. So first we had receive, accept the gift. If somebody's trying to help you, make your time easier. Don't push them away. Don't say, oh, no, I don't need it. No, I don't want it. No. You don't have to go out of your way. They're not going out of their way. They're offering you help and support because they actually want to help you. Release, let it go. So if you got anxiety, concern, stress, make sure you give yourself some time and some space to just breathe and, probably stretch if you haven't stretched in a while. Maybe look up some fascia release or I don't know, dynamic stretching. Dynamic stretching is really good for you and super, super helpful. The next one was trust, take the leap. So with your space that you've given yourself in your mind after taking your time to breathe and release and accept the help that you needed, trust that things are actually going to show up all right. Trust that the outcome that you need to happen will happen, even if it doesn't look like what you're expecting. But trust that things will just work out all right. And then frisky, take time to play. Stop being so hard on yourself. Have a good time. Everything doesn't need to be problematic. Everything doesn't need to be constantly coded with dates and times and planning. You can not exactly have to take risk. You don't have to feel like, oh, if I give myself the space and accept the help and now I have free time for once, that it's going to be, this big stressful time, blah, 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 and go in a anxiety loop. Don't do that. Just give yourself a chance to actually be free for a little bit and play. So that's your quick kitty reading for this second commercial break. And if you have a question for Darth Vader, let's see what the Sith Lord has to say. Think of your question in your mind. Ask it now. Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, what is the answer to their question? Concentrate and ask again. Okay, now concentrate. Ask your question again. Take some time. Let me turn my volume back on in case the show comes back. Take some time to decide what you want to ask. Get it clear in your mind this time. Darth Vader says, it is your destiny. Sounds good. Show's back. They're with Elisa and Mike again.
Okay, new glass of wine, make it cute.
Elisa and Mike are out in LA.
So I'm with my mom at my parents' house because I am getting on this dating app.
Elisa's young. She's 32.
Other male partners. Do I want natural light? Yes.
She got on a dating app to find her second
So I'm
husband.
gonna get some new pictures on there, put some new energy out.
I wonder what kind of dating app she's on. I've never seen no polyandrous dating app. And one thing about polyandry is if you go to a polyamorous space, you will get complained and bitched at because you want only male significant others and you don't want women involved, and you don't want your current male significant other to be with a bunch of other women or other men if he's bi or whatever. No. It's disgusting how rude people in the polyamorous community are toward polyandrous people in the polyandrous community. It was really weird to see and super, super ultra disrespectful. You would think, oh, this the relationship type of open relationship people and polyamorous people would be so kind and sweet and understanding. No, they're a bunch of haters.
Just thought it was weird. It was very different from our lifestyle. So
okay, Princess asks, is that really common? People being upset about you not wanting women and femmes involved? Yes, it is very common. If you go and look at, like, for example, polyamorous Facebook groups, and you read the descriptions of the groups, they will literally say no polyandry. And it's like, what is this weird ban about? I wonder if it's part of people being concerned about bigamy, but it shouldn't be. That would make no sense. All of the polyandrous and polygynous couples can't marry more than one person. They can have one legal spouse on paper and then a betrothed fiance, whatever you want to call them. That is, in all intents and purposes, a spouse, but just not on paper. But yeah, even if you go, like, say if you were on an alternative lifestyle website like FET, I won't spell the rest of it because while this is a not for children broadcast, I didn't restrict it 18 plus, so I'm not giving anybody website names. But even on those websites where the alternative lewd type folks are all congregated, even there's damning of polyandrous relationships. When you make posts about asking why in those circles and it actually gets answered and not banned, a lot of them will say stereotypical machismo, like toxic masculinity responses of, oh, I don't want no competition. That's disgusting. No man would ever do that. And then they don't understand that women that take that sacrifice or give that space to their significant other or care that much about their significant other to let them have an additional spouse, the way it is in polygynous relationships, they're doing that with full consciousness and awareness. They're not doing that because women want to be part of, just naturally want to be parts of relationships where there's 1,000 women and one man, the way some macho men like to make it seem like, oh, they did it in the Bible, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I'm trying to watch the show at the same time. But this is a really important topic, I think, to discuss at some point. Maybe we'll go back to it over the commercial break.
Into this, I don't want her to like hate me, you know.
But yeah, the reception about polyandrous couples or relationship types is usually really negative, even in polyamorous spaces. There was a cult with a dude like that with hella wives. Yeah. The Latter-day Saints spinoff, where they have polygynous marriages. A lot of those type cults, really abusive to women. And I mean abusive because they'll like groom them from being like 13-year-olds, 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds, and have them marry adults. And then the children from those relationships. There's a really crazy Netflix documentary where they expose this. And the children in those relationships are forced to work young, the same way like we banned in America and in like Britain, we banned child labor. But no, in those cultures, the children are working. It was called the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints. Yeah. Situation and the whole concept. If she decides that like she's still crazy. And there's a lot of cultures that are like that, religious and cultist cultures. So not just them, but I don't know the name of them offhand. There's a girl whose YouTube channel talks about cults like solely. She has a lot of really interesting stuff as a black girl. If anybody wants her information, let me know, and I will try to remember to link that in the description too after the show. So now they're back in Asheville, North Carolina with Kim and Dustin. Vincent is coming over for dinner, and they're all going to talk about the way this relationship is headed. Oh my gosh. Vincent describing himself as so socially anxious. I really hope this goes well. Oh, him and Dustin hug.
How you been? Not too bad. All right. Yeah, all right. So, ready for some soup? For sure.
So whenever I was wondering earlier if they were making tacos and they were cutting up those peppers, they said they made taco soup.
There's a lot that we need to talk about, but I don't really know how it's gonna go. I have my own hopes that perhaps we could date, or at least could try to date again. But I don't know.
I wonder if Kim is wearing clip-ins.
Do we want to sit with some soup and talk?
She like pinches it behind her ears the way girls wear like their clip-ins like.
Yeah, that should be fine. So Vincent Vincent and I have taken a step back because the idea that I would like to possibly see other people, and it wasn't something he felt comfortable with. Spoons, cups, soups, spoons.
Respect the relationship.
Kim is adorable.
And knowing that she wants to bring other people into that dynamic. If she's putting her time into these other people, I don't know where I fit into that.
Yeah, so it seems like all the time,
Looks great.
and I don't know how common this is in reality, but at least in videos about polyandrous couples, anytime there's already 2 husbands, when they talk about bringing in a third, the guys are like, where am I going to have time with my wife? I feel like that's a good question. But some people come from giant families and they don't really feel like they don't get to spend time with their siblings.
The girls miss coming over.
So I wonder if that's just
it's good to
mild relationship anxiety,
figure things out,
or if it's a deeper concern than that. I would really like to hear some more polyandrous male voices chime in on that
My biggest
topic.
hang up is accepting where I fit into this dynamic, right? Like there's always that, unspoken understanding that, for lack of better words, right, the playtime is over with Vince and he can go to his life and do his thing and it's just, me alone again. I'm really jealous.
Vincent's really worried
Understand
that
the dynamics of
he's
their
going to be left
relationship.
alone.
I came okay with the idea of me being in a relationship with Kim and with Justin. I do consider Justin a friend. We have a lot in common.
They posted a picture of Dustin and Vincent hanging out. They're having so much fun.
She wants to see other people. That changes that dynamic. It's no longer the same type of. It's not the same relationship. You mentioned, if you wanted to see other people and how I would feel about that. And
See, I support polyandrous relationships, but even if I were in one,
because I guess that would play a part.
especially if I'm thinking of the perspective of the guy,
How we move forward.
I don't care how I would feel about like extra people getting dated either.
Yeah.
That's definitely an individual issue to parse.
Like if you wanted to be romantically involved, it would have to mean that you're okay with me being possibly romantically involved with other people too.
It stings a little bit to hear that Kim wants to date other people, but still wants me in her life. I don't know how to take that. You ask yourself, are you
Dang,
enough?
Vincent looks really, really.
Wanted initially, where does that leave me? I
don't know what to call it. Not stressed, but trying to discern what he really needs to do.
But I don't know if I have it in me.
Because it's not like a husband in a polyandrous relationship has no power the same way a normal husband would. They all have the same rights and responsibilities that any husband does in any relationship.
Wanting a third bedroom, just
it's not like
you want to date.
Oh, I'm gonna ban you from having any more husbands. But maybe in some relationships they actually can say that and it will be respected. But at the beginning and end of the day, a traditional polyandrous relationship is usually about building your tribe. And if a lady doesn't want her tribe to be small with just 2 men, I think she should be allowed to have more than 2 husbands. Alright, let's pause these commercials. But yeah, I really hope this show stays more wholesome than the Seeking Sister Wives show. Seeking Sister Wives is crazy. There's hella seasons of Seeking Sister Wives. And just hella toxicity. I remember, I think her name was Mary or Miriam, but I think her name was Mary. And I liked her a lot. And then she had the most trouble with her husband. They ended up divorced or something. I'm gonna have to look those facts up to be sure about what her name is, but they did not last the whole relationship together. And she was one of the younger wives to come in. I was like, dang, that sucks. Princess says, I wonder how these people can be on the show and not get into trouble since multiple spouses is illegal. Yeah, I completely agree. You can go to jail on bigamy charges for less, I swear. And everybody on here is like, oh, I got mad significant others. Especially the Sikh and Sister Wives guy, like, I'm pretty sure they got into legal trouble hella times. So I am wondering if we're going to see the same thing happen with the cast of Seeking Brother Husband, because as everyone knows, bigamy is illegal. And they're openly saying, like, this is my husband, this is my husband. But I wonder, however, if on paperwork and stuff, they're being smarter about it than the way the Seeking Sister Wives family was, where families, pardon me, since the show expanded to be about more than just that one first couple with the white guy and the hella wives and like hella kids from the LDS. She says, Princess says, I know the Sister Wives people had to flee to another state. Indicate which state would matter since it's illegal and you everywhere. Yeah. Maybe it was like Utah or Colorado had like less hate towards it. But I wonder, however, if they were fleeing to another state also, just because, like, if you cross state lines, the cops couldn't catch them, which would be hilarious. But yeah, man, the freaking laws around polyamory, well, oh, the show's back on. The laws around marrying multiple people all around the world ban it. But in South Africa, there's talks about legalizing polygyny and polyandry.
And our house, the sleeping
Because there were like polygamy laws that supported religious people having polygamous marriages, but that usually only meant polygynous marriages where a guy has multiple wives. But in the most recent update to the laws that are trying to be passed, which was like trying to help people from mixed culture and mixed religion marriages get married, they also included polyandry. And I really, really hope South Africa passes it, sets a precedent for the rest of the world, and allows more polyandrous marriages to be real. Real. You know, recognized on paper. So we're back with Kenya, Carl, and Tiger. They all got robes on. Carl looks like he looked like a Dracula walking through with his robe flapping in the wind.
It's taking a little while to get
He looked cool.
the thought of no longer sharing that space with Kenya. The change is a little bit new to me.
He is not happy about not spending the same bedroom with her.
Third bedroom, just for the fact of, you know, you want to date. But the thing that really makes me uncomfortable is the thought of you having somebody else in the bed and I have to give up my space.
Right.
I'm not on board with Kenya bringing in a new partner only because it feels like I'm being put out.
Oh.
So right now, I'd like to pump the brakes on a new partner and let's really kind of get on solid
Tiger
footing in
is
our
not
relationship for
happy.
moving forward with a new partner or a new bedroom. We need something to
He doesn't want to get marginalized. I can take it.
Other. You know how I asked you to marry me. But every time I bring it up, you seem a little hesitant to talk about it. Why?
This is a good conversation. He's trying to figure out why Kenya doesn't want to have a full wedding and do the whole marriage ceremony and everything to really feel like they're married, even though they can't do it on paper.
I'm not sure about having an actual wedding. A wedding is for families to come together. A wedding is for families to unite as a community. And I don't sense that your parents want to do that. Tiger's mom thinks that he's just dating a married woman, like having a fling. Well, this is a 10-year relationship, and I have changed Tiger's life. I brought magic to his life. I brought purpose. I've helped him raise his son. I want her to acknowledge me and acknowledge that. That is
Okay, she's concerned. Why she's saying that she wants to pump the brakes on having a wedding is because she doesn't feel like Tiger's mom and his side of the family really isn't going to come together to really enjoy this as a wedding.
We need something to kind of
Princess says, Utah wouldn't surprise me. The Mormons are in charge there, and they're super into polygamy, even though they say they no longer do it.
Bringing in new partners or looking to explore new relationships, it scares the crap out of me, to be quite honest. It feels like I am
Apricot
with my relationship.
I love you, sweetheart. I'm not giving you up. This is just new. This is a new paradigm.
I know that. But what worries me,
they're sweet together.
about this whole thing is, it's like I'm right here right now. Somebody else gonna be in here doing this. And I don't want that.
Love you. Oh.
What were the rules that we established?
No one else sleeps in our bed. Now that we have 2 bedrooms, that's not so much of an issue.
Yeah, I'm not really quite comfortable with that yet.
So far, all the guys,
I've lost over 22 pounds with 6 months, and I've kept it off
except for Dustin,
I was skeptical about Golo in the beginning because I've tried so.
except Dustin and except for Carl, are not interested in seeing their wife bring in another man. Carl hasn't weighed in on having any problem with it. Only Tiger. And for the other couple, only Kim has a problem. I mean, not Kim. Only Benson has a problem seeing his lady bring in another guy. I do wonder if most polyandrous relationships that are already a 2-husband family will always have that one man that's just like, probably shouldn't bring in another guy. I don't know. I think if I was in a polyandrous relationship, I would like them to just let me choose how many people, because it's me choosing. I value your input, but at the end of the day, it's not your choice. The only thing you can choose if you want to respect your own boundary that you made up about whether or not you'll be in a relationship with me if I have more than 2 husbands. Which is fine. The whole point is everybody respects each other. Everybody's there for the same goal. Everybody has the same just outcome in mind. And if at some point that changes, that's fine. People change. Dynamics change. Cultures are malleable, whether people want to say so or not. And you build your own culture when you build your own tribe. So if at some point you're one of the husbands of a plural marriage and you don't like where things are headed, I guess you're getting a divorce. Or you're going to sit down and try to figure out what your new role is in the new dynamic that's being built when another when another husband is being brought in. I just saw the wackest Cadillac commercial. That was so ugly. I was not here for that. They busted out like a fan dance. No, thank you, honey. I do not want that Cadillac. Just saw a commercial for a house flipping show. I don't really like shows like that. I don't support renting culture. I don't like house hacking culture, but I understand it. And I don't support house flipping culture nor wholesaler culture. It just seems really toxic to me. Toxic because it ruins the communities that those homes are in. It doesn't support, you know, homeowner association style living. It doesn't build the community up. It doesn't put the people living there first. It doesn't. Yeah, a person says it all leads to gentrification. It absolutely does. It leads to the destruction of the neighborhoods and then the revitalization of it by outsiders because the people that live there do not have the ability to have a say in how their community's money and culture is being run. You can't really go to town hall meetings as somebody that's not a homeowner and really put in a vote because usually those kinds of things depend on you being a homeowner in the community. I'm sure you could probably build some kind of renters association and bring your concerns up to the actual homeowner who's some Joe Schmo living in Florida or what have you, somewhere abroad, living his life in Europe, backpacking along, having a fun time, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes those people are completely MIA, and oftentimes the people that are renting out their homes just don't care. Okay, the show's back on, and they're with Elisa and Mike. Oh yeah, Mike's another one of the guys that said he wasn't interested. I'll bring in an extra guy. Okay, let me put my volume on.
Dating profile? Sure.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this thing.
It was both of our ideas for me to seek other partners. We came to that conclusion together. One of the easiest ways to do that is
Mike's face doesn't look like that's a lie or an exaggeration.
Cool. Can I read the rest of your...
Yeah.
They're building her dating app profile together. That is so sweet.
What? Is it bad?
It's just need a deep connection are very important to me. If you can't go deep, no pun intended, this isn't going to work out.
Okay, but that's funny, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's clever. It's funny. I like it. It just caught me off guard. The main part, like a big part of dating, if you want to go that route, is putting up a profile and just meeting other people there. To me, that's not a big deal. You know, that's something that we've accepted that we are going to do. I do want to see who she
Mike
is.
looks like a tired man. I hope the next husband that comes in is sweet to him too, and they can create massages so Mike don't look so damn tired.
Regularly and become serious with, do you think you'd want to meet them?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That man looks like he needs a vacation
You don't
bad.
think that'd be hard? To see me holding hands with somebody else or like kissing someone else?
Kenya's triad. Everybody looked healthy, comfortable, thriving, just full of energy, beautiful. Mike's just he looks weary, bro. I swear to God, if it wasn't for makeup for Scream, he probably would look way more tired.
Yeah, we haven't really gotten to that point. You know, that kind of opened up.
I wonder why he's so
Bad
tired.
emotions, a little more jealousy, more uncertainty. Kind of had to keep
No
reminding
offense to
myself
this
this is
guy,
what we
he's
wanted.
not.
I guess we'll have to be established again.
So originally one was that like our bed. No one else sleeps in our bed. And I mean, now that we have 2 bedrooms,
They're cute.
like,
They're a cute couple. I like
not so
them.
much of an issue.
I wish the best for them, but I just don't know.
Yeah, I thought we just wouldn't. There's like no bringing anyone back to the apartment.
I like that they are a couple that already has only one husband and not established as a plural marriage already.
Okay, so even if you were like out of town, right? You're going to a bachelor party, right?
Yeah.
Like next weekend. Let's say you're gone for that, and I meet somebody. They couldn't come back here, and we couldn't, like, be in the second bedroom.
I mean, I guess, yeah, I'm not really quite comfortable with that yet.
Yeah.
But it sounds like
She just asked him if she can bring a guy
it's like
home
it's a different room. I don't know.
for
Okay.
physical
I guess I'd
intimacy
prefer not to.
times.
I mean, it's off limits for now.
Yeah.
He
I feel
said,
most comfortable doing that
nah,
for now.
not
I
yet.
don't want to.
Well, we not at that point yet,
You know,
girl.
another, like a place for Elisa to have sex with someone else.
Which
We
makes
should be on
sense.
the
Like,
same page. If we're not, it could cause some issues.
they're just trying this out. It would be better if they would talk about normal dating, I think. I think if you're in
This season on Seeking Brother
a plain regular marriage already and you want it to go polyandrous,
Wow. My
that
name is Shara. This is my husband.
if you're just easing into it and the guy's not used to being in poly relationships like that, you as the woman,
told me that y'all would
and I'm
have a
not
second
judging
husband,
y'all.
I would
I'm
say
ace, so I already don't
crazy.
understand why all y'all are so hypersexual. But I don't think you should make your concerns about bringing in.
There's no limit on the number.
Sorry about that alarm noise. But you shouldn't be concerned about bringing in your new man into the relationship just so you can bang a whole bunch of times. That's not even what dating is about. Dating was never about, oh, let's go hook up. And that sounds more like an open marriage type concept anyway, which is not what polyandry is. Oh my gosh, she's crying. I missed what that little clip was. They're showing like update clips. Princess says dating changed. Well, it needs to change back because y'all are classless and nasty. Society, cut it the F out. I'm not here for it.
Couples who have a higher chance of getting pregnant have sex every day. Wow, like every day.
They're showing a clip of one of the couples that we didn't really get to see in this episode went to a fertility clinic to talk about having children. I saw in one of the prequel interview articles that came out, she and her two husbands were concerned about who should be the father of the child. The second husband doesn't have a son with her or a daughter with her yet, but the first husband does already have children with her. And for some reason, there's a question about who the dad should be for the new kids when the second husband wants to be the one to have kids in the first place. Like, wouldn't it just be obvious that it would be him? But they must have some, I'm wondering if maybe they have some, like, sperm concerns from both of the husbands where, like, maybe one husband's is more viable than the other. But if you're already going to a fertility doctor, you might as well go and follow up and see a geneticist to just get your babies designed. It's not that expensive. If you're going the IVF route, you already have enough money saved up. You're going to spend it. Having children is not cheap, whether you do it the traditional way and put it in your own body as the woman, or if you do it the way you do it with a surrogate. Crazy stuff. 90 Day Fiance Pillow Talk for 90 Day The Other Way is on. If you guys want to watch that, feel free to stick around because I didn't actually see this episode. Are you going to stream Pillow Talk too? Okay, I can stream Pillow Talk. I'll stay on. I really want some snacks though. I have chips right here, but I don't have anything else. I love that David and Annie. I love that David and Annie are still a couple and out here thriving on Pillow Talk. They're really cute. Go find snacks. Go find snacks. Okay. I have like something. I think I have like tuna in the hallway. Let me see if I have anything else better. Let's see. I have pudding, but the flavor was like too milky, so I didn't like it that much. Let me see. Specialty tuna. David and Annie were the best couple to come out of this franchise. I hear you. They're really sweet together. I was thinking I'd use these to make cake, these puddings. Chocolate snack pack. I like the multi-pack box. Theirs have a better chocolate, like... My headphones. Oh, here's my poster. This one's signed. He's signed. It's awesome. Yeah, the ones in the multi-pack snack pack, they have like a heartier chocolate. Let me try this chocolate swirl pack. I think this is a chocolate swirl. Is this plain chocolate? Yo, they're yelling on the show. I can hear it. Why are they yelling? I gotta get back in there. So I'm gonna grab these two. And we're heading back. Okay, let's go. go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. 5 hours earlier.
5 hours earlier, we're gonna find out what the hell went down.
Last night, when we got back
Lord.
from Mahmoud's uncle's house,
Nicole
we
and Mahmoud are
agreed to
not,
just stop talking
they're a
and
horrible couple, let me tell you.
because we're exhausted.
These couples, minus the two queer couples, are super bad for each other. Yes, they're horrible for each other.
Sweep it under the rug.
That's not smart.
I was thinking about what my uncle said. I have like teach you how
I love
to
that
pray.
Kimberly and her are on the Pillow Talk doing the reviews because Kimberly's son is hilarious.
That's good. He's listening to his uncle. He's putting all that other stuff off to the side.
Yeah.
And he's gonna try to like
Teach her how to pray. Yeah, I
This is too milky. I don't understand.
Okay, honey, I will show you how to do
I got like 6 patches of. Do Jewish people do voodoo? I don't know what voodoo is, so I'm gonna say no.
She's optimistic
Yeah,
and
that's
willing.
They're getting along so well, right?
I don't feel it. Something feels wrong.
If voodoo is where they pray like 10 times a day, I don't know. I'm so sorry, Muslim people. I don't know. But that's where they pray like 10 times a day towards that big square. No, we don't do that. Ritual cleaning before prayer. Sorta. If you're a lady, you go to a mikvah and you do a ritual bath before you come back home after your menstrual cycle.
Kind of like in Buddhism, you have to be clean before you pray.
You remember what I made with
On Shabbat, you wash your hands a certain way
all over your floor?
You put a pool
before you come and eat dinner.
Put a pool on the floor. I jump in the shower. Make it easy.
If you really want to you need to jump in the shower before you do this. You need to get real clean.
Yeah, I'm dirty. Nicole many times watch me when I pray, but she always like forget, like, because she not like used to do that every day as I do.
It's kind of like us when we try to teach Hannah stuff and we get so frustrated because we just don't have the patience for it. Okay, we're gonna hire a tutor. He should hire a prayer tutor, right?
Yeah.
He should hire a prayer tutor, honestly.
She looks beautiful.
She needs support in transitioning
Styling her hijab as
to a
I think
Muslim.
that's cute. You don't ever style my hijab, baby.
Because you literally tell me don't go in your closet. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin.
I hate that she doesn't get to wear the cute kind of Muslim clothes.
Like saying the prayer in the most
She looks
beautiful voice.
so
I've never heard
sad.
it before, and it was just moments like these that just remind me how much I love him.
But
and
she
he's
said
always
that
so
she
full of
wasn't sad.
surprises.
She was in awe of him.
It did sound nice, sort of.
Yeah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin.
Okay, make a little bad mood, but you're good. Okay, I'm just kidding. Oh, look at you showing off.
I wish I was more sheltered with things. So I'll be more easy to teach you. And I'm sorry about that.
I love pudding. You have no idea how much I love pudding.
Yeah. They're like really cute.
I can't believe Nicole's coming around. She like,
They want to see a family that prays together.
what the heck?
Together.
And they went from loving to fighting within.
Yeah, they're loving each other in this moment.
You love Jello pudding? Yes.
Fight.
Little she
Still
knows,
waiting to see where it turns.
there's a clip that
I think Snack Pack's my favorite brand for their like the ones that have the darker colored chocolate. I'm not really into their milk chocolate one very much.
What do you like?
I'll eat it, but it's not my favorite.
No, you don't like to be.
Can't turn down chocolate.
They want my bikini?
Jello pudding's always good.
I'm just trying to like teach you how to wear so I don't want to be rude. You know.
I'm just kidding, buddy. Don't try to give him a heart attack. No bikini. I like the one-piece suits. I don't have a confidence to wear a bikini. One of my favorite things is swimming. I really like to be near the
Oh, this is the episode. This is the episode with her horribly sad picture that she had. She was just standing like. She was like.
I mean, this is a weird question. You have to wear something over me.
She was so sad with her big
That's a valid question. I just have always believed
Her,
that no question is a stupid question.
her swim kimar. She looks so sad. You love Shida? Sorry, Shida. Yeah, Shida. His ex-wife was Shaida, right?
What the?
But yeah, Shida rocks. I love her too. She's adorable.
Just killed that vibe.
I would have wondered too, like, do you wear a bra? Do you wear underwear? Do you don't? I mean,
Well, in a bathing suit or a bikini, you don't wear anything.
When I wear mine, I do wear like undergarments underneath mine. That's because I just don't want to have anything printing out. So that's how I wear mine. I think Mahmoud's mad because I asked if.
Maybe Mahmoud doesn't even know. Should ask the lady.
I'm tired of him always getting so mad at me, and it's like he really resents me for being American, I think. But he chose me.
He probably chose you for fetish reasons, honey. A white, pale-colored American with blonde and blue eyes.
That's it. I just want to.
She should, no offense to her, because it makes me feel kind of sad to say it, but she might need to take a step back and look at the situation for what it really is. Which totally sucks. But, like, it might be necessary.
Jamie and Chris.
People on Reddit are saying that Chris, the white lesbian girl, is actually on drugs. I hope Chris isn't on drugs. Jamie is so sweet, and I really love her.
I'm so
like, I know that Chris looks like she used to be on drugs. She has that face.
I don't know. I think we need a dog.
But I hope she's not actively on drugs.
When I saw these
If she is, I feel like the show's going to try to have it explained away as like, oh, it was for my back pain. Then it turns out it's actually illegal substances. But I really hope that's not the case.
Glamping is like
I really hope. Because I want Jamie to have a happy, healthy relationship.
Oh, they're going glamping. We said we wanted to do that in wine country here. But I need a blow dryer and AC.
I'm here, baby.
So, you check in? Okay. So, Zoe? Yeah, I'll take you. Let's go. Come on.
They brought their doggo on vacation.
Oh, wow. I love it. Oh, man.
Oh, look at that yurt.
Almost like a hot house, but they have that in Norway and Denmark or Sweden in the northern areas. You can do like in an igloo almost.
We have that in Chiang Mai as well.
Oh wow, that's so pretty.
That looks like the tent that they were in on that show, You. First season. When he was with the writer. When Joe and the writer were together on You in the first season. Towards the end where he meets his spoiler, close your ears. I'll do like this when the spoiler's over, okay? Close your ears. And when he meets the lady that he marries, Love Quinn, in season 2, into season 1, season 2, they go to this like retreat, and the little yurt that they were in, where they started doing the I Wolf You trend that they had going betwixt themselves. It looked like that tent that they're glamping in. Okay. Spoiler over.
Yes, you are here.
Okay, we're back to watching
It's so cool.
Jamie and Chris.
Oh my god. What is these?
Oh, Chris is proposing.
Remember, you couldn't go down on your knee. You have bad knees.
I had 2 ACL surgeries on this knee. If I went down, I could not get back.
Look at my ceiling for a second while I put something in here.
It's called old age.
Are you married?
Married you. On time. Oh, man. I love it.
That's pretty cute.
That's so sweet.
She said yes.
Oh, lovebirds.
I remember being that way.
Oh, way to go, girls.
Woo, woo, woo. It's perfect.
Her ring is cute. I'm glad she didn't get her some tiny whack-ass ring. I feel bad for every wife that gets a whack ring. I'm so sorry for all of y'all. All of anyone. Even if a guy has a whack ring.
Can you give me an anniversary lily?
I think we should do something like that.
Thank you, my sweetheart. I will give you something too.
worst part is that we were just starting to make progress on spending time together.
Honestly,
I'm
we should
back.
have a nice taste of bikes. I'd ride them like that.
I would let you ride something like that.
You won't control me.
I would
Eat
try
more
to
snacks.
A demon?
Kim's son is so hilarious. I love him, yo. Alright, commercial. Let's mute that. Don't care. Don't care about your car keys making it to the moon commercial. Whenever somebody unlocks their house or their car with their phone, I'm like, you're gonna get hacked. You're gonna get hacked by some nerd and he's gonna steal all your stuff. Good luck, buddy. And I'm saying good luck to the nerd that's gonna steal your stuff, because you should just use a key. Though you can argue that the people that make copies of keys from pictures and stuff and whatever to steal your car with a regular key are also nerds. Nerds are thieves. Be careful. That's the moral of the story right now. Oh, if you like my dress, which is Mickey Mouse and spider webs, and you happen to like, oh, look at this cute bag I have. I have a cute bag. I usually don't wear bags, but this one's cute. That's one of the cute bags. Here's an even cuter bag. Are you ready? This is my favorite. Ta-da! And the center is lenticular. I don't know if I can make it show. Look, the Beast. Belle. The Beast. Belle. It's like, and then it's Hunky Gaston. I love Gaston. So, blah, blah, blah. I have a couple auctions coming up. Well, like designer lots of this limited edition. Thank you. She sounds too adorable. This limited edition Mickey Mouse 100th anniversary bag with a wallet and pins. I'll post it on like eBay and Mercari and stuff soon. So I'll put the link in the description after this uploads and stuff too. I'm really excited. They're all collector's items. And I think being able to get a couple of these was really important to just like preserve and further the history of people that love Disneyana. They're a really cool part of the culture, and the bag style is really cool. But those two are two of my favorite bags I got. Tasty taste, so tasty. Let me see if I can show you my other one that's on this hook. This one's really cool. I can't do it with one hand. Maybe I'll show it at the end of the stream. That's really cute too. It is Donald Duck dressed as the devil for like a Halloween bag or something. It's really cool. I like it a lot. I wore it when I went out to this dumb bar downtown to get dinner with my friends. They made really good drinks, but the food was terrible. It was called Devil's Alley. I would never recommend anybody go there. I would never ever recommend it. If you're doing anything more than just drinking booze, don't go. Don't eat it. The food was whack. I posted a review about it being whack. We went months ago, and they responded to my review. They were like, "Come back. Let us show you that we can make really good stuff." And I'm just like, you didn't tell me it would be free, so I'm not coming back. If it's going to be free, sure, I'll try it again. Show me, and I'll leave you a tip if it's great. But otherwise, no thanks. I'm not coming back. But their booze was good. Even though they technically did not make what I asked for. They made something that they just made up, similar. It was really good, so I gave them compliments instead of complaints. Hope you guys are doing all right. Had a good day, having fun tonight. everybody Wing Chun tonight. Okay, they're at Bilal and Shaida's house. Shaida. She's Shaida. Shaida's the ex-wife.
Away from me now? What is this? That's a horn to scare animals. Go ahead, put this back. It's gonna go away on its own. You're not gonna use it? No.
I'll tell you right now, I never liked Bilal.
Some Trinidad stuff.
He was real stressful
It's a machete.
on all seasons of 90 Day when they were together. But during these Pillow Talk episodes, they seem really good together, and I hope that that means that they're genuinely in a good place and Shaida's being respected. Because she deserves so much more respect than what Bilal was giving her.
We take hot tuk-tuk, the same thing as Thailand.
Yeah. That's the international word for that.
Really?
It's a tricycle. They call tuk-tuk because they go tuk-tuk, tuk-tuk.
Damn, I thought that the Thai word tuk-tuk. You know how much I love to go swimming?
Yeah, anyway.
But, you know, I really feel self-conscious in this swimsuit. So I hope you, I don't understand this.
I know that, but you know what's wrong with this one?
Yeah.
I'm back here swimming. We're like, what?
That's not a good place to have a serious conversation because, like, it's totally loud. Yeah. Say it again?
And the tuk-tuk.
And the tuk-tuk. Yeah, that's not a good place.
I still have a lot of anxiety about wearing this swimsuit.
Yes!
But I'm doing this for my
They're showing her. Look, she looks so sad, dude.
When I put something on her hat that she doesn't want, and she's doing the same face.
I love it. She looks like she's having the worst time of her life.
I'm like upset about it.
I know that.
She looks like when a puppy looks sad.
Stylish. I like the pink that's coming across, coming all the way down. I like it. It's beautiful.
It smells good. It's very good design. Have a pink in that.
Shaida is sweet, trying to hype her up.
Picture day, it's like your mom picks out your outfit, and you go and you're pissed. You're like, just get this over with.
I never did that to you.
She better cover her hair again.
Oh, Lord. She's not going to cover her hair. He's about to have a heart attack.
Oh, he's not gonna like it.
People are staring.
I'm nervous.
The whole pool is not going to like it, not just him.
You decided to wear this one?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Yeah, it's weird. I like the top is in the picture.
I love you. You did it. Thank you.
Oh, he's proud of her.
Amazing, Shirley.
I feel like Mahmoud was very encouraging during this situation. Like he was like, "I love you, baby," and he was just like listening.
Yeah, but Mahmoud says that all the time. Oh, I love you, baby. I love you, baby. I love you, baby.
When we're just being ourselves.
She better put that hood back up.
No fighting, just hanging out. That's when we're really, really happy. And that's why I need him to meet me in the middle and not make me feel bad about it.
I think for Nicole, if Mahmoud was a rich man, she could be comfortable with him. But because he does things in the community as a normal level man in society,
Mahmoud's a little rough.
she's going to have a hard time.
Hey, you know
For example,
what?
if he owned this pool and nobody was over, she could wear a normal bathing suit the way she liked to.
You be a little rough.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah,
But no, they have to deal with the way the society's structured.
Where are we? Ooh, look at that.
So I feel like if you're going to marry a guy that's Mina, Middle Eastern, North African, especially if he's Arab or Berber, you need to marry rich so you can still have comfort.
Keeping the ground clean.
How are you keeping the ground clean?
Everybody in
You're still not going to live like an American,
Oh, yeah. It's
but you'll be
clean
able to be actually met in the middle the way Nicole keeps asking.
line.
Oh my gosh, I have so much stuff. Today is my final day on my tourist visa in India, and I'm going back to the U.S.
You are. I had a little hope that she was gonna stay one way or another. Wow.
This girl with Rishi.
The worst part is that we were just
Jen?
starting to make progress on spending time together.
Honestly,
I don't think they need to be
I'd say
together.
some bikes, I'd ride something like that.
I wouldn't like
And if
to
Rishi
ride
wants to
something
be
like that.
together,
You don't control
the way
it.
a fiance should, he would follow her to America.
seems like that you just reached yesterday and that you're going today.
I know.
Wow, that would be hard. I don't know what I would do if that was us.
I can see from his eye he's so sad.
I mean, he really cares for her, and I believe that she really cares for him.
I think so.
The fact that he can carry those suitcases down, I gotta give him credit.
I want to show something before you leaving for your airport. So I have a surprise for you.
A surprise?
Uh-huh.
The surprise better be him meeting his mom to this girl.
Oh, I know what he's doing. Ah, he's proposing.
Oh my god, is he?
Is he going down? Yes.
Oh,
Will you marry?
No way.
proposing to her.
F off, Rishi.
Yes. Of course I will. Oh my gosh. Yes. Ah, so happy about that. I'm so
I feel like
happy,
this
I'm
is
so
fake. I
happy.
can't be happy. I want to be.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Right? I love it. I love it.
You cannot lose this one.
I will not lose this one. I will hold on tightly to this one.
She might need to like staple or glue it to her fingers.
That's staple.
Shoot, I
I
don't
see
know.
glue, but not staple.
That's pretty big for being. I mean, if you lost the first one, I would not be giving you a second ring or a redo.
This was a great final gift to leave me with.
Uh-huh.
They're kissing right now, and this is
Goodness,
How's he kissing her though? Like,
this is not safe for TV.
wait.
it is daytime.
All right, go get a room.
That was spicy.
There have been so many roadblocks with our relationship, but they say love is worth fighting for.
Jen looks so happy you driving away.
It's a good fight.
I would advise her to try to video chat every day with Rishi. I think video chats helps you stay connected.
Her
to
cheekies
your
all
partner.
blushed. She's
Like, don't
adorable.
miss a day without communication.
Good luck, honey. Y'all
I
need
did
it.
not see that coming.
No, I didn't see
Because
it
Rishi's a
coming.
hoe. He
I
admitted
feel
to
weird
it.
about it though.
Oh, you're more cautious than I am.
Why would he propose on the last day she's there?
To make her come back.
Or to keep her on the line?
He sort of admitted to it.
He still hasn't told the parents about it. Oh.
You've seen too much in your mama's relationship. That's why you feel that way.
I do feel I'm more cautious.
He needs to get driver's licenses so we can race?
I'd be
Yes.
scared to get in another international relationship 'cause
I've been thinking about going to take
I don't have your back. Yeah.
the permit test. So one of my friends said he could teach me how to drive. And he, unlike everybody else that told me that they could teach me how to drive, has not been reliable. People have been telling me I can teach you how to drive for years, and nobody ever has. But he runs a driving company, so he absolutely has enough cars and can make time for me, he says. So that would be really cool to learn how to drive sometime soon. But I still have to get the permit first again. Last time I had a permit, I was 17.
She only likes
Cool. I bet your dad is an excellent driving teacher. I love your dad.
Yeah, movement that inspires.
If somebody's watching this and they don't know what I'm talking about, I'm responding to comments from my friend Princess in the chat below here on YouTube. So if you're somehow just listening to this while you're falling asleep or something, I'm talking to her, and she's fantastic, and so is her dad. And if you're not lucky enough to have a wonderful friend like her that I have, and a nice relationship with her family, I do hope that you, listener, have that experience someday. Because it is wonderful to have people that are close to you, that you love and can count on, and can count on you. They mean a lot to me. Oh, let's see. Can we do another question for Darth Vader before I just eat 10,000 snacks? Think of a question. I'll give you an answer. Your answer from Darth Vader is, I sent something. Okay. Think of a more specific question. Very doubtful. Okay, I hope that helped you. Time for more snacks. Commercial. My other hand's greasy, so I can't turn off the commercial sounds. So, Food Network commercials. The Flavortown guy has a show called something Champions. I already forgot. And it looks interesting. If you want to see something scary, and I mean scary, type in Meat Canyon, MEATCANYON, Flavortown, Tournament of Champions. Okay, sounds good. It looks like it was interesting. I'll have to try it out sometime. My niece loves cooking shows. Maybe it's something I can watch with her. When it comes to cooking shows for me, the ones I love the most include Chef Alton Brown. And I really have a huge crush on Alton Brown. I had a crush on him ever since Good Eats, the original one, when he was Uggo, before he got his fashion upgrade. I don't care. I love that man. Big brains are the best, you know what I'm saying? This is Brain Town. Blah, blah, blah. Snacks. You better bite a snack too. If you don't have one, imagine that snack. Tasty taste. Tasty taste that tastes good. Someone who loves you the way that I do, you'll never find. Okay, the show's back. It's Kenny and Armando's condo.
This is the Kenny look. You like it?
You look very pretty.
I'm kidding. No, this is from Hannah's project.
What is it supposed to be?
We made it. She's gonna be like a Mayan Aztec or something.
Kenny and Armando.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You made that?
I did.
That is, why am I surprised? Excellent.
Glad you like it.
Or it could be a fan. Debbie would love it. Look at that.
Ooh, they're at the beach. Who is this?
Where are we? Who are we with?
Who are we with? Oh, Osama and Debbie, Morocco.
Yo, everything I've seen about Osama and Debbie has just been Debbie being pissed off.
Oh, it is my head.
I hope they get to have a good moment right now.
Beautiful. I claim this beach for Debbie.
Yep.
This is Debbie's beach.
This is Debbie's beach, bitch.
Oh, that's living life right there. Just listening to the waves.
Yeah.
Feet in the sand. Hey, we gotta go to the beach, babe.
Beach trips are always fun.
We like the beach. We proposed on the beach.
Especially when the beach is somewhere nice and clean. The beach in Seaside, Oregon is really nice. But it's just cold. I never had the chance to go in the water because it was always cold. Princess says, I'd love to ride a camel or any animal, TBH. Yes. I rode a camel at the zoo once when I was little. Felt weird. Rode an elephant too, and that felt wrong. I was like, please, elephant, run free. Yeah, there's places in Philadelphia you can ride horses. There used to be some at Valley Green that might still be available there. We can always go there.
Help me up, okay? Look at me, I'm on a camel. Wait.
Debbie.
Oh, God, you're so skinny to hold on to.
Just all.
Debbie is so cute. I wonder if everybody that sees Debbie and Osama know that they're a couple, or if they just think like they're not a couple. I don't know what the general perspective of seeing them just out in the street is.
there. Right there's camel, honey.
How you feeling this begins on this trip?
No, she's just gonna ride on.
He said this is the only hump that Debbie's gonna get on this trip. That is toxic. Hilarious. Stop.
But Lord have mercy, it's like you're on a teeter-totter of something very unstable. I'm hanging on to Osama, who's no bigger than a toothpick.
Debbie is so southern.
You need to get the gym a little bit, buddy. Put his protein shakes up in you, man.
Ride him, cowgirl. Camel girl.
Camel girl.
If your grandma said she wanted to ride a camel and all that, you hope it would go just like this and have a great time.
I would hope that.
And I'm sure your grandma wouldn't mind a 24-year-old to hold on to when she did it.
I would mind that she can go have fun.
What do you mean you wouldn't mind it?
For my grandma.
Okay.
This is just like the softest mukbang video by accident.
So enthusiastic.
I love snacks. I love chips.
Thank you for putting up with me.
These are just Himalayan salt chips.
I didn't
It's
embarrass
kettle
you.
chips.
No.
From the biggest bag I could find at Costco.
I want to see you happy.
Because I would never want you to be ashamed of me.
You always forget my rules. Because I told you, when I see you, nothing around me is because I see only you.
Oh, wow. Osama's surprising me.
Osama's really romantic.
He's saying all the right things, that's for sure.
When Osama talks
Making you
like
want
that,
barbecue
it's like you
chips?
just
Barbecue
forget
chips
that he's
are
24
love.
years old, you know?
The Lay's barbecue chips used to be my favorite, but it seemed like around 2015, 2016 they changed the flavor profile a little bit to a way where I didn't like it that much anymore.
He is really a poet.
Yeah, I think I used to say that a lot to you back in
Oh, please.
back in your DMs.
Oh, whatever.
I was like,
If I went for barbecue chips right
when I
now,
get around you, I don't see nothing else but you.
I would get the honey barbecue cheese puffs.
You mean that?
I meant it at the time.
At the time?
Yeah, because what I had cataracts, so I couldn't see nothing beyond.
Bilal
Osama's
annoying.
telling me that he loves me and cares for me, and we're surrounded by just everything beautiful and wonderful, and you know, I'm feeling hopeful again.
Aw, Debbie.
I don't feel like Osama's playing her. It seems legit.
We can go on a beach walk together.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you don't want to go, I'll show
I
you
don't
nice.
want to go, but I'm just saying it's like the man that you love.
What the am I?
You're my son. I'm talking about my man, like my boyfriend.
Oh, alright.
Like romantic, you know? Oh, I love you. You're my number one man.
Alright.
You know you're my number one man. You know it.
He says he didn't do anything to me. And if I didn't go with him in the Uber, then we were going to be divorced. I just don't have anything left in me at the moment.
My mood blows.
That's what he does. Every time. I won't force you. It's your choice. I give you 5 minutes.
Now you need to choose Uber or divorce.
He texted her that if she doesn't leave with him in the Uber that he called for whatever reason, they would have a divorce.
She probably had a list of girls that she went out on a hunt for. She said, and I stabbed her once here, and I stabbed her once here.
No thanks. Oh, Investigation Discovery is the other channel I was trying to remember at the beginning of this stream. No thanks. I can't watch that kind of stuff. People getting murdered all left and right. That's not entertaining to me. That's just dark and depressing. I can't handle that kind of stuff for leisure. I'd be getting stressed out, going around yelling at everybody for the next 5 hours. Everybody wondering why I'm in the mood. I just got casually traumatized. That's why.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis keeps flaring, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once daily pill.
When UC got unpredictable, I got rapid symptom relief with Rinvoq and left bathroom emergency behind. Check.
When UC got in my way, I got lasting steroid-free remission.
You guys might be thinking, oh, well, your dress has spider webs on it. Why don't you like morbid things? I don't like it because I'm sweet, okay? I'm a sweet little watermelon, and I'm full of sugar. Don't like when things turn saccharine.
Your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer,
death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
I'll BRB.
Ask your gastro about Rinvoq and learn how.
Look at the bottom of this ladder.
From Easter to every day. These are the styles you'll have on repeat. Take an extra 20% off during the Friends and Family sale. Kohl's.
Brilliant, incisive, and the smartest show of them all. Last week tonight with John Oliver returns with its biggest, most smartest season ever.
Okay, gang. Okay, gang. Okay, gang, let's party again. I am back. Okay, still on commercials, so. Had to reset my hands. They were getting too greasy. I have now some pomegranate kombucha. This one's good. I was wondering if I could, like, make more kombucha. But when I looked up the process to make more, it was too much. And it takes, like, two weeks to, like, first make the first. So you have to, like, make 2 batches. So it takes, like, a month. The first batch takes 2 weeks, and then the second batch takes, like, a week and a half. I was like, I don't like kombucha enough to wait a month, so I'll just buy more from the store.
Sunscreen doesn't count if you use it wrong. You don't need sunscreen on a cloudy day.
It's always kind of gross.
80% of UV rays still get through the haze.
It's also kind of good too. At least it's good for you.
Anytime you're outside, UV rays attack the skin, so you
Somebody got the cheapest UV sunscreen commercial on TV right now. And you know they spent probably $15,000 for this commercial spot. The FDA made this commercial. It looks so cheap. It was just a slideshow and a voiceover. They know they damn sure got all that COVID money. They need to make a commercial that cheap. This commercial has John Oliver in it. If you haven't seen this show called Strangers with Candy, it is an excellent show. Strangers with Candy. Okay, Kim and Jamal are back on screen.
I could get a half a heart, like right here on my wrist, like a little red one, and then you get the other half of your heart, and then we put it together and it matches.
Period.
It's not really my style, but maybe like getting like the moon and some waves, you know? Because waves are moved by the moon. Why are you looking at me dumb?
Is that true?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Learn something new every day.
Jamal needs his own spinoff. If they give Jamal a spinoff, I will watch it. The same way they gave Stacey a spinoff.
What the big fight is about?
It's just always something. I'm tired of it.
Nicole, stop doing that, okay?
Yeah, Nicole needs to really stop cussing out in person. I mean, cussing out in public. They're really disrespectful to the community around them.
Working really hard to make Mahmoud happy.
Kim has, she has to realize she's not anywhere near home.
Out of our swimsuits.
Nicole and Mahmoud are not going to last. Yeah, exactly.
I walked up to Mahmoud and he was acting funny, and I asked him what's wrong, and he said something passive aggressive to me, like you care anyway. I don't know why he said it, but I think it was totally uncalled for.
Dang. They were having such a good day.
Mahmoud is too sassy for her. And Nicole is just too reckless.
And I just snapped.
Nicole said that Mahmoud was passive aggressive, right? So is that the straw that broke the camel's back in Egypt?
Kimberly. Kimberly's making Egypt jokes.
That was good.
Tell me exactly what I did.
Just always picking at me, and I'm tired of it.
Tell me what I did exactly here.
Just leave me
I need to know what I did there.
Just leave me alone.
They don't understand each other so much, and they don't have the patience to learn.
I don't know.
No, I don't even remember. Just leave me the alone. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of it.
Okay, you guys, please don't go that bounce down. They're talking literally inches away from the middle of the street.
She's just over it. Over it, over it, over it.
I'm not gonna run back the street, okay?
What?
Where are you going now?
I don't know. Who cares? Just leave me alone.
Yeah,
Just leave me alone. I just need you to leave me alone.
Okay.
She can't get left alone, quote unquote, in a foreign country without.
Please look around, see what everybody's thinking.
I know this isn't Dubai, and she doesn't have to have a male
Bruce and I
escort.
got in a fight at the Abuja airport one time,
But
and
still,
I walked away
she's
from him,
drawn.
and that's like the biggest sign of disrespect. Because he was with other people. You just don't do stuff like that. I learned my lesson.
But you shouldn't do it anywhere, you know? Oh, this is just not good.
Nothing's not good enough for you ever. Go find some other.
He's gonna slap her. She better stop.
She just pushed him.
Whoa,
That's a red line.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was illegal.
What Nicole did, pushing me around people, is not accept at all. She knows that. At this moment, I felt she are not like my wife, the one actually. And
I think
home right now to can talk
she's
about relationship.
she's lucky he didn't beat her in the street.
Right now, but I'm more on his side than I am on hers.
She's real
I'm not on
lucky.
either side because I don't even know what happened. I'm
She's
still
real
in
lucky.
shock.
That is not her culture.
Just stop doing that from people and have like it. So you have to choose. You wanna go home and talk?
No.
So you wanna do friends?
I don't want to be anywhere near you right now. I'm not going to make any decisions
I
right
told
now
you
about you.
No.
You don't get to control me anymore, I'm tired of your bullshit.
Yeah, he does get to control you, you moron. He's your husband in a foreign country, and if you don't comply in public, he has to leave you.
5 minutes.
That's what he does.
I don't know if that's actually illegal or not,
It's your choice.
but it looks like it.
He's like off the chain right now.
We shouldn't have said it to you.
Yeah, like, okay, I'm gonna divorce you if you don't come in 5 minutes. That's like, what?
He's texting me.
For Bilal and Shida,
He didn't do anything to me.
I'm so sorry for talking with my mouth full.
If I didn't go with him in the Uber, then we were
For Bilal and Shida to be concerned
I don't have anything left in me at the moment.
that my mood stepped over the line is interesting to me. I know Bilal and Shida are Muslims from a different country. They're from the Americas, and they're not from the Middle East or North Africa, but
What's gonna happen from here? It's like,
I can't imagine the culture being so different.
You might want Nicole. I would say, I need a drink. I need a break from this.
in fact, you know what? I break out the short sleeve, the shorts, and have a beer, and just say, you know what? Cheers, Mahmoud.
I have something very
Yay, find a snack.
and I don't want you to see me any differently than you do now.
Ben long, we say in Thai.
Upcoming after this commercial break, we're going to see the trans couple. The trans guy and the Colombian girl. I think she's Colombian. I like them. They're cute. She looks like one of my old friends' moms. Her name was Miss Toddy. She was really cool. But she doesn't like me anymore because my old friend lied on me about some shit in high school that her trashy friends did and said was me. I don't know how you can how I can really call that person a friend anymore because they're really not. Never really talked that much after that. I don't really like being a scapegoat for something I didn't do. But, you know,
Now what?
people just like lying.
Zola is here to guide you through every day.
Found an almost empty bag of potato chips. Barbecue too. Delicious. Muslims are huge on respecting husbands. I think everybody should be huge on respecting their spouse, husband or wife.
And the we're gonna need
People getting married shouldn't be mean to each other.
from getting engaged.
People that are in a marriage are supposed to be the best possible person to each other.
Planning at Zola.com.
And I understand, like, if somebody in an arranged marriage couldn't uphold that because they didn't choose their spouse. But people picking their own spouse nowadays with love marriages, not anything to do with an arrangement. If you're not the best person for your spouse, you shouldn't be together. You should respect yourself and respect your spouse enough to let them go and to not pursue them in the first place once you find out that y'all not supposed to be together. There is so much disrespect that goes on in relationships that people chose for themselves and didn't do through a matchmaker that I really believe should never be excused. You should be a radio relationship host. I would love that. That is so cool. And I watch Confession. I watch so many relationship videos and podcasts and stuff. And this one radio show. I would love to do that. I would absolutely love to do that. That would be really cool. Maybe I can set something like that up for fun for like a trial run. That'd be really cool to do. There's so much that I've learned in my psych studies at school and college to stuff from like esoterics and tarot readers to stuff I learned when I was getting ordained to stuff I learned after getting ordained to stuff I learned from these podcasts and just
My daughter Brinley
my own
is
culture
here at St. Jude. We came
and comparing
here
that to the
second
Western
relapse
culture that we all have,
of
that we share here in the West, in America, United States, Canada.
We feel that we, on a small level, at least
I don't know,
are
man.
helping.
I think that'd be really fun, though,
Helping
in general, to be in that position. Plus, I've been told, just outside of that specific type of radio show, that I should do a radio show, because I have some fun radio voices. If I have a chance, I'll upload some old clips or something that could be cool.
Look at everyone, and they're all so different. They all come from different places. They all have different views, but everyone there was there for one mission. In this world, it seems like a very unreal thing for so many people to come together and just give.
So I got a St. Jude commercial just now.
Filing a simple return for free with
And I want you all to know that St. Jude does house raffles, where if you buy a ticket for $100, you can enter to win a home in a bunch of different cities. The ticket goes for one house in one city. And there are multiple cities, multiple houses. They're almost always, if not always, completely new builds. They're usually at least 2 or 3 bedrooms. Sometimes they're 5 bedrooms. Usually a $200,000 plus value. And often very nice homes and very modern. So if you need a home and you have some luck, you can get one for $100 through one of the St. Jude's housing raffles. The benefits go towards supporting the hospitals. Show's back on.
Without using any hand. 3, 2, 1.
They're so cute. I think they were trying to, they put Oreos on their forehead and they were trying to see who could drop it into their mouth.
You win over me. That's the first thing. Since we got married, you win over me.
She said that's the first thing he ever won in their marriage so far. Over her winning. That is cute.
Oh, Gabe and Isabel, he's about to tell the parents.
Today, me and Isabel are going to take her parents horseback riding. So I think that this is going to be a good bonding
Gaby!
Is today the day? I did horseback riding all the time growing up. My dad used to take us.
Okay, they switched over to Gabe the trans man.
My dad loved
and Isabel.
Yeah, he was
They're a really cute couple. I like them together. They make a really beautiful family.
Just going to rip the Band-Aid and tell her parents I'm
Gabe is adorable.
Gabe, just rip off that Band-Aid. Just rip it off, take it off, throw it in the trash. You got this. You got this.
It's gonna be alright.
I remember watching the dinner episode
Is horseback riding a good activity?
where he was like
Say this at?
trying to gauge the family's point of view, the parents, Isabel's parents. And he looked so uptight and just like so stressed. I was like, breathe, Gaby, breathe. Isabel just said she's not sure if her relationship with Gabe is going to end here just because of her requiring her parents' approval. And I can dig it. If my parents didn't approve of my spouse, we're not getting married.
My gallop off.
Amor, espéranos.
Ay.
Ay, a mí me encantas correr.
No, y yo no. I don't even like driving around the hill without a guardrail, and they're riding a horse.
But they're smart, right? They know how to take you.
I mean, if they want to throw you, they're going to throw you.
I never rode a horse before.
Really? We'll have to go sometime.
Can't ride
Jamal
a horse.
said he
if
never
you
rode on
are
a horse.
No? Alright.
¿Quieren almorzar? Ay, sí, qué rico,
It's
sí.
just, I'm so dysphoric right now just because it's like I'm about to reveal myself to her family, so it's like, oh
my God, is he gonna do this now?
I'm nervous. About to go down.
So Gabe just said he feels dysphoric because he's about to reveal the truth. And I wish that trans people in this situation didn't have to feel that way.
Can I get 5 shots of tequila?
You should feel so empowered because you did already so much to be the way you want to look and the way you want to feel. So don't make explaining that to someone new into such a horrible situation inside your mind. Because it shouldn't be. Shouldn't have to be.
I can't watch. I'm scared.
Even if you're talking to somebody from a culture where the concept of being trans is new or doesn't really exist. It's just aesthetics.
I'm using the app. Oh, God. And the app.
You made an aesthetic change. It shouldn't be that horrible to really talk about.
today.
Especially
was
when
a
it's
very
something
good
that
day,
is integral to your life.
But I have something very important to tell you.
Don't hurt your own heart and your own mind by
And I
worrying
don't
so
want you to
bad.
see me any differently than you do now.
Oh no, I hope the app doesn't mess it up. If the app cocks this up, I'm gonna be so mad.
I'm nervous. I'm not even there.
I have to tell you this.
Everybody's stressing. Everybody is so worried in the tell-all at each of their houses. They're like, ah.
And I don't want you to think that I'm being deceitful to you.
Oh, right now they're like.
I hope this translates correctly in their language the way he's putting it out.
It's like, oh, you got her pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh, we're married or something like that.
Yeah.
I know this is probably the last thing he's thinking.
Oh, God.
When I was born a woman, and I've been a man for 10 years, and I am trans.
You said it, Gabe. You said it. Okay. I hope this goes well.
The translation app is about to say it.
Okay, come on, someone talk.
Do not give me a commercial. No! They cut the episode off. Not even a commercial. Even worse.
No way.
Oh my God, I can't believe we have to wait
What
till
a
next
scam.
week to see what they're saying.
That is one heck of a cliffhanger.
Okay. Unrelated news. Kanye West says he likes Jewish people again because of Jonah Hill. That is hilarious. So Kanye never said he didn't like Jewish people. Kanye never said that. Excuse me, Ye never said that. He changed his name.
Oh, you bad
Ooh,
boy.
commercial. Rishi out here posting shirtless pics. He getting caught being a hoe. I told y'all Rishi a hoe.
When you have something wonderful.
So yeah, blah blah blah. Ye was like, I'm tired of the Jewish people that are pretending to be Jewish with these values. He said he wanted to go DEFCON on the Jews, right? Yeah, DEFCON means he wants to prepare to be harassed by something dangerous, which he has every right to do. The people that were implicated in what he was complaining about were the people that were stealing from him, that were abusing him mentally and physically and financially. He had every right to be upset at them. And to call them out in their Jewishness is relevant because he calls everything out based on somebody's religion because he's very Christian. So if somebody is claiming to be from a certain background and is claiming to be devout in their background and they're doing things that are completely in opposition to the way that their culture says that you're supposed to act, you have every right to complain about them and bring up their culture and how they're violating their culture. Nothing about that is anti-Semitic.
Come, let's work those knees.
All right, we can do some stretching. Hey, give me your drink. I'm gonna take these out.
He cited 70 plus people that were causing him problems, and they all were Jewish people who were living a lifestyle that is against what the Jewish nation as a culture, as a religion, and as a people care about and uphold and believe in. So fuck them hoes. I don't know if I can say the F word. Oh no. Anyway, F them hoes. You're okay. Princess says you're the only Jewish person I know that has that view, but I don't know any other Black Jews and Hebrew Israelites. Yeah, there's a reason why you don't hear Jewish people talking like this. It's because there is a code inside of the culture where we don't speak negatively on anybody that is also Jewish in public. But that is a dangerous part of the culture, in my opinion, because people will get away with doing horrible things to each other. Horrible things to people inside of the community and outside of the community. And they will not be reprimanded for it the way that they should be. They will not be held accountable for it the way they should be. They get excused. The excuse for people doing harm to others in public that are of the Jewish people is something that should not be hidden. It's something that should not be laughed off. It's not something that should be, if somebody like Ye or anyone else brings up what they did wrong and is silenced for, it shouldn't be something anybody gets silenced for. It's evil, frankly. If they're doing something egregious, it should be talked about and they should be reprimanded for it. They shouldn't be excused. Especially when in the industry that Ye is in, there are a lot of Jewish people that abuse their power and abuse the people that they're supposed to be working with. They abuse their contracts. And they pretend like they're not. It's not okay. It's not okay.
Lawyer said that it is a single entry visa, and I don't know how long.
So I'm looking over at the screen right now, and Jen is talking to Rishi. I wonder if she's going to try to convince him to set a marriage date before she leaves so that she can extend her visa.
Do I need to wait again for years?
I'm sorry.
Rishi's crying. But just with her looking at her phone and them showing her phone, I believe she already went home. Is this a new episode? Is this the same episode? I don't know what's actually on right now. I think this might be the same episode from earlier that they just had the talks for the other way on. Excuse me, the pillow talk talks. Pillow talk talks.
Why I did to you now? What I did? I want to know what you did. I don't know. I don't want to.
I need Nicole not to cuss Mahmoud out in public.
Okay, go alone. I will. Okay,
She's causing so many problems. That's awful. That sounds like how Christian churches are. I don't like that. Same episode. Okay. So I'm not going to stream watching that. Let me see. That happens all the time in the USA. What a shame. People need to get their lives together. All right, everyone. Hope you had a fun time. You're all loved. You're all amazing. In whatever way that you're amazing. Stay good to yourselves. Write in the comments. Use a discussion space. Just don't say bad things to each other. Keep it civil. I'm glad you had fun. And yes, let's do it again next weekend. We will be right here at the same bat time, at the same bat channel. Having fun. Watching Seeking Brother Husband. Okay. Good night.
Actually, maybe prayer is what I need. For having to take in the time necessary to fully learn how to do it.